Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zelina Wieland, and this is kind of just my vlog, and today I wanted to share 5 things you should know before you buy an online course. And this idea came to me kind of over the last couple days because I've been seeing a lot of just ad after ad. Mindvalley is really like showing up in my feed a lot, and I like them, but it's just a lot of ads for courses, and I'm getting every free webinar I've taken. Everybody's emailing. They're just, start the new year by taking my course. And I'm not against courses. I think if you stay to the end, I'll tell you the 5 courses I took in the last 2 years. And I'll give you, I won't name all of them, but I'll give you kind of a little bit of an overview on what they were about. So if you're new here, thanks for coming back, or thanks for stopping by and checking out my channel. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. And yeah, let's get started. Let's go over these. And sorry for the background noise. I've got other family members home today. So kind of the first thing to know before you buy a course is, what is your budget, and really how much money do you have to throw away if the course is non-refundable and you don't like it and it's not a good fit. I've seen several courses where there is no refund. Once you start, you've committed, you're out the money. So it's up to you to attend the course and get, your money's worth out of it, and to do the things. Or so that's just one thing you really need to be careful of or be aware of, is that once you pay for this course, the money's gone. And how much are you willing to pay? The other thing to consider is kind of the return on investment. So one course I took was $5,000, and in theory, I should have been able to recoup that in just a couple months if I was able to follow the course and do the things. And I'm going to say several of them that if you could successfully implement what they said, you would make that money back. So just full disclosure, I've not made any of my money back. And it's more on me feeling stuck and afraid. So I've had to work through a lot of those issues and do other things, read other books to kind of work through my issues to be able to move forward. So this year, I'm really I'm getting laser focused on kind of implementing some of these courses that I've taken to make them profitable so I can finally make my money back. But that's also something to consider is, how are you going to make your money back on this? How is this, what's your return on investment? What value is it adding to your life? Number 2, know your what and your why. So what I mean here is, why are you taking the course? What are you wanting to learn? How is this going to benefit you in the short term and the long term? So how's this going to benefit you while you're taking the course, maybe 2 months after you're taking the course, and then going forward? I've taken a couple of spiritual courses, and I'm really having a hard time fighting some of the mindset and some of the, if you follow, a lot of people refer to it as programming now. I follow Jake Ducey. I love his content. Really want to take his course. Eventually I'll get around to it. I just haven't felt like it was the right time. But even Joe Dispenza talks about it. A lot of people talk about it. And it's really getting past my past programming, my past belief systems, and working on, you know, taking what I've learned, implementing it, and not being afraid if it doesn't work, or to keep adjusting. But it's really hard to get out of that mindset when, you know, I spent 20 years being an employee with a safe job, making good money. And now when it depends on me making the money, and it's kind of funny to realize and admit to the amount of fear that holds me back. But again, know what you want to learn, know why you want to learn it, and think about how you're going to apply this and how it's going to help you take you to the next level. Okay, number 3, be prepared for high pressure sales tactics. And this is nothing against sales tactics. You know, really, you want to give people a sense of urgency to sign up, to buy the thing, to close the deal. But as a regular person, without knowing this is part of the process, it gets kind of overwhelming, and it really does drive up that sense of urgency if you're not prepared for it. So, you know, be prepared for that, and be prepared that you're going to get a discount if you sign up now. Also, if you hesitate, they may offer a payment plan. But really, kind of be sure to find out up front, if you sign up, do you get your money back? How do you back out? Or be sure you don't want to back out, that you are committed, you're going to do this thing. The other thing to be aware of is one of the sales approaches that is kind of new to me is them asking you what your ideal solution would look like, and then telling you how their product fits that, which is a really good thing, because it's good in that if what they're saying is true, you know how it's going to help you achieve your goals. But the other thing is being able to follow your intuition, follow your gut, know when they're lying to you. Because some people, they don't care about what they're selling. They just want to sell it and to make the money. So, you know, ideally you want to deal with people where you feel, people and companies that you trust their integrity, that you trust their product, you trust what you're going to be getting. Also, another tactic that could be used, it may not necessarily be a sales tactic, is rejection. So if you get on a call with somebody and they say, I really don't think this is the right product for you, or I don't think you're a right fit for our program, do not get triggered. Do not get like, now I have to have it. Take it as a learning opportunity. Ask them what would make you a good fit. This way, if it's something that you really want to do, now you know things to do to move in that direction. But don't let the rejection trigger you into either convincing them to buy something that may not be a good fit, or you know, don't let a rejection get inside your head. The other thing to keep in mind is to find out ahead of time, how long do you have access for? There was one course I bought. It was for my children. And I can't remember if it was the sleep training one, but there was one that it was like I had access for 6 months, which was kind of disappointing. Because then I couldn't go back and refer to the videos. It's like I had the downloads and the printouts, but so it's, you know, is it lifetime access? Is it a couple of years? Is it until the program goes away? And that's something to keep in mind, that if the company you're working with either changes platforms or gets bought out or closes down, that information's gone. So just something to keep in mind. Not, it's neither here nor there. It's just kind of the state of the world these days. Okay, number 4. Do you have a business or a business plan before you buy? If you have no idea what you want to do or what you're going to do, and you're looking for a program that's going to tell you what to do, that's not going to work. It's not going to happen. I'm proof. I thought I had an idea, and as I went through and I did the work, I got more wishy-washy, less confident about the idea, less passionate about what I thought I was going to do. I was just, and then, in part of doing my research to go see what other people were doing, I was just feeling more and more discouraged. And then, so if you already have a business or a really good idea of what your plan is, then take the course. That's going to either help you with marketing or building your brand or those things. And again, this is, me sharing with you my journey of trying to build my brand and figure out my path forward. I shared in my goals the things that I want to work on this year, because ultimately I need to start bringing in income, but also kind of what my long-term dreams are. What, how do I want to show up in the world? So, here's some of the other things I wrote down just to kind of touch on this, on having a plan or knowing before you buy, is, have a clear vision for your business. Also have a plan for completing the course. How long is the course? How many hours? What's their recommended timeline? How many hours a week can you dedicate to it? And is it in a format that works with your style of learning? Some of the courses, it's like I found, like for different modules, my mind would start to wander to other things. So I would have to watch it, like keep at it. It would take me probably a few times, maybe 3 or 4 times, to get through the one video, because my mind would wander, because either I had other things going on or I wasn't finding that particular information like as relatable or as interesting. But, those are things to keep in mind. Also, if you're working full-time, how are you going to make time for this? Because if you think you're going to skip sleep or other things, life will keep happening to you. Also, once you decide to take a course, life will happen to me, I always feel like it's a test. Like life is coming at you, trying to prevent you from learning this thing. So you've got to be kind of stronger than the events around you to make the time for the course, take the course, and do the things. Okay, and my last point is research the program or the company. So really know who you're dealing with. Is this one single person kind of doing it all themselves? Is this somebody with a team? Are you going to have the technical support you need if you can't log in or something's not working? Even look for reviews of unhappy customers. There's been plenty of times where I've read reviews from negative people where you could tell it's just sour grapes, that they're just complaining, that they would complain no matter what. And then there's other times where you find valid complaints where you're like, okay, so if I do this, when you get on that sales call or when you're getting ready to sign up, find out that those issues have been resolved. And again, find out if the program aligns with like your personality and values, because if it's, some people are less ethical and they will tell you to do what they did, which may not, you may think is wrong. Or like, for one program, part of the research was connecting with people and like going into groups and connecting with somebody and then asking them to be part of your research. And a lot of people are turned off by that process now. It's kind of spammy, kind of sales pitchy. A lot of people, you know, will just shut you down right away because they've been targeted so much. Also, something I wanted to share here is, you know, I failed in that part because I'm ultra shy. And I mean, like, I have a huge fear of personal rejection. It's funny. My daughter, Evie, they're like, oh, she's shy. And I'm like, she's not shy. She's reserved. She's judging you. She's determining if you're good enough for her to acknowledge you. I kind of love seeing that side of the introvert flipped, because she's not afraid, where I do have that fear. I do have that fear of rejection. I do have that fear of negative feedback. Also, I'm just not good. I don't want to spam people. I don't want to start conversations and feel like I'm selling something to somebody. You know, I really like the idea of attracting more bees with honey. You know, I want to put out information out there, hopefully get it in front of the right people, and let them decide that, yes, I'm interested and this is something I want to do. Also look for people that took the course and are successful. So one YouTuber I watched, she showcased some of her students that were really successful and, you know, reached the 100K subscribers. And I went to their channels and watched what they were doing, and you know, seeing their work, you know, really inspired me. So that's it for my 5 things to know before you buy an online course. And just to close, I'm just going to let you know a little bit about the courses I took. One was how to turn your hero's journey into a successful online course. And I'm still working on that one. It's really making me push the boundaries of my comfort level. The funny thing is, because of that course, it led me to other YouTubers, influencers, and I found Gabby Bernstein. And then I took the Spirit Junkie Masterclass, which I loved that course, and it really spoke to what my calling is right now and where I want to go with my life long term. I don't want to be an employee forever. I really want to bring something to the world that really adds value and helps people. I took an investment course on stock trading, and the course was awesome. If you want to know what it is, you can send me a message. But I was really bad at it. I just really don't have a gut for it. I'm too emotional for stock trading on my own. I took a drop shipping course, which was pretty good, a little outdated, really needs some work. And then with the whole shipping issues last year, drop shipping was not a good path. But if you want to do an online store or drop shipping, there's a channel called Baddie and Biz. Check that out. She provides you everything she did for free, so that I would highly recommend that before buying a paid course for drop shipping. The other course I'm currently taking is Lifebook by Mindvalley, and I'm really loving it. I haven't made as much progress because it really takes, like, I need an hour and a half to sit, focus, and do the work. And lately I just keep getting interrupted. So hopefully I'll finish that in the next couple of weeks, and then I'll do a video and let you know how that went. But okay, that's it for now. I went a little bit longer than I wanted to, but thank you for sticking around. I hope this was helpful, and you know, I wish you the best with your path for this year, and I'll see you next time.